Hey guys, Tony here, your rigged and scripted WWE National Football League, brought to you by entertainment and sports programming of professional sports all across America. It's pretty obvious, NFL is WWE, Big Ben versus Tom Brady. Nothing much to say with the garbage, rubbish American Football Conference. Tom Brady's 26th playoff victory. God, as you know, equaling 26. Pretty obvious why Tom Brady and the New England Patriots are going to win before Bill Belichick loses his 84th game against the Pittsburgh Steelers the following week. Once again, I've told everyone at the start of the year, before the start of the year, throughout the whole season, that the Patriots have zero chance of winning the Super Bowl. Rigged and scripted WWE. But bam! Matt Ryan versus Drew Brees. Parallels of the Seahawks 49ers Divisional NFC Championship game back in 2014. By the way, when the Seahawks and the 49ers played in the NFC Championship game, that was the year of the 48th Super Bowl. This year, likewise, we are in the 48th modern day Super Bowl right after the NFL merger, which would feature another divisional slugfest in the NFC. The Falcons and the Saints, the top division in the NFL. For you Vikings and for you Eagle fans out there, your teams have zero chance this week. Your teams have already been eliminated. You guys ultimately are going to suffer because of the rigged and scripted WWE results that the NFL has in store to have these super quarterback matchups in Conference Title Week. So it's time to wake up here that WWE is working its course. And for you fans out there, the NFL does not give two shits about your teams and who's going to win. Matt Ryan's playoff record, scrolling down here, number 2, Matt Ryan. See, I have to drag this down my finger. I hate this Pro Football Reference site. It doesn't allow me to fucking scroll down. It has a super ass glitch for some reason. Anyways, Matt Ryan's playoff record is 4-5 right now. The Falcons are going to beat the Eagles. I'll have correctly predicted the Philadelphia Eagles to be one and done. I predicted the Eagles to be one and done in my NFL playoff bracket video. Minneapolis equals 55. This for the right to play in Minneapolis. Matt Ryan is going to be 5-5 in the playoffs right after this week. Looking very good for the Atlanta Falcons for this week. Drew Brees, his record against the Minnesota Vikings, you can see here on the screen, is 3-2 in the regular season. His playoff record against the Minnesota Vikings, his overall record, against the Vikings is 4-2 when you include the 2009 NFC Championship game. The Saints won this game by a score of 31-28. The 31 is very significant for this game, shadowing who they're going to play in the Super Bowl. Steelers in Gematria equals 31 in Gematria. 31 points against the Minnesota Vikings. The Super Bowl is in Minnesota this year. So with a victory over the Saints against the Vikings in the 2009 NFC Championship game, this brings Drew Brees' overall record against the Minnesota Vikings to 4-2. He is going to have a 5-2 record against the Minnesota Vikings after this week, after this divisional round game. In the year of Super Bowl 52, 10 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. If I had to guess what was going to happen in the game, I would probably say Drew Brees starts off with an interception. That's to be honest with you. 10 touchdowns. Well, actually, this figure here, it doesn't include the postseason numbers, so I can't really predict that. But 4-2 overall against the Vikings. 5-2 in the year of Super Bowl 52. This is looking very good. Case Keenum's birthday is on February the 17th. The amount of time from January the 14th to February the 17th time span is a time span of 34 days. So shocker equals 34. Purple equals 34. Hillary Clinton wearing purple after the election. 34 days from that game to Case Keenum's birthday. Definitely a good sign for the New Orleans Saints to shock the Minnesota Vikings and their defense, the wild card round team. And you look at the Minnesota Vikings team too. You got to question, how really good they really can be. Anything can happen in week 1, and, it may come down to Sam Bradford. Minnesota doesn't have Sam Bradford for this game, but they lost to the Steelers. They lost to the Panthers, 2 playoff teams. So they've lost their fair share of playoff teams, and this just bids well for the New Orleans Saints. Dan Quinn, going back to the Falcons game against the Eagles, his playoff record of 3-1. His playoff record will be 4-1, entering the conference title game for a chance to play for a Super Bowl. Super Bowl equals 41 in Gematria. Looking very good. These are the picks. Saints, Falcons, Patriots, Steelers. NFC Divisional round game this week. This week, I'm pretty much predicting Carson Wentz and Antonio Brown to be the MVPs. Pittsburgh needs Antonio Brown, and Philadelphia, they're nothing without Carson Wentz. MVP, National Football League, is going to be Antonio Brown and Carson Wentz, the 2 MVPs for each conference.
Python's where it's at. You can do almost anything with it.
Let's see what that comment says. Interesting comments when I see that comment, but these are my picks. Let me know what you think.